Hello, today is Sunday the 11th of August and I'm here today at Brodsworth Hall. So this is the entrance at the bottom and we're going to go through Brodsworth Hall Gardens and have a look at some of the delights that we can see at this English heritage property. So it's around about 12:30-ish, so just past midday, and it's hot. Temperatures are due to rise to the high 20s, maybe even low 30s, so you're talking low to mid 90s Fahrenheit. So let's put it on wide angle. This is an English heritage property. I'm a member of English Heritage, so I can get in here for free. And for me, one of the most impressive things in these grounds is that beautiful cedar of Lebanon. And it gives such an impressive first impression when you come up the drive. And here, it's going to come up to here. Painting in the garden is the east side of the house, so you can go in there and have a look around. It's a Victorian property, I think somewhere around about the 1860s it was built, but we're just here today to do the gardens. So I'm going to go back this way and just put the wide angle lens on again. What I want to do is to just go down this path here. Now, what you will notice about these gardens is that they're really quite formal. They're very green. There's not a great deal of colour in most of the garden. A lot of topiary, and it's quite a lot of new areas quite recently planted out. But one thing I can say is that everything looks really healthy. The abelia there. Yeah, lovely scent. And this Acer, it's beautiful now, but imagine that come October, end of October, maybe mid to late October, possibly early November. So this, all this looks newly planted. Hydrangeas, more Acers. That's just a few trees up there. It's a dead end, so I'm not going to go up there. What I'm going to do is reveal this beautiful old church. So that's Brodsworth Church, and I think that is a lot older than the house. I think that does go back to, I don't know, probably 800-900 years. Just looking at the stonework, how informal it is. It's Quite wonderful. So the village of Brodsworth is actually down a path down behind that church. So although obviously the owner of the house could get to the church from his property, and then they could also get to the church from the village just down the road. And again, it's only open at certain times now. But again, all this looks really new. You can see it's really well maintained, well weeded. I personally prefer my gardens to be a little bit more naturalistic. But again, part of the remit of this channel is to bring you as wide a variety of beautiful landscapes and architecture and scenery as possible. And here's a plant that's over the next month, 6 weeks, is really going to come into its own. Already it's turning, one of the earliest plants to turn into its autumn colour is the euonymus, and it is quite early this year. Probably because it's been up till recently quite a cool year. But you can see, to give a little bit of summer colour, although they're over now, we've got some foxgloves there that are all pretty much at seed. And there's a children's playground over there, so I won't film that. But the grass, the lawns are kept absolutely immaculate. And there we can just see a little bit of the northern part of the house, which we'll walk up to in a little bit. If I can just turn, and that's one of my favourite views in the gardens. Just looking through the trees there to the church, with this wonderful, perfectly mown lawn. Providing a lovely green foreground to the view. Absolutely beautiful. Zoom in a little bit. Lovely. So I think we might come up that way later on.
Quite like
So this is the northern section of the house where the servants used to live, but it's now a cafe. You can go in there and have meals and drinks. And then you've got the standard English heritage there. And a nice area kind of courtyard area to sit out on a beautiful day like this. All right, let's go into here where we have some wonderful big Scots pines there. See what this outbuilding is. Our game larder. Okay, if you want to pause that, you can read that there. And then shooting pheasant on the estate. So again, if you want to read that, please pause there. Of course, got a mesh there to stop flies getting in. And I think at some point today there's a band playing here, usually a brass band playing on a Sunday when the weather's not like this. But they probably won't start till later on, maybe 2 o'clock-ish. And what a lovely area to just chill out on. Absolutely lovely. And I think the band will be setting up just over there. It's in front of the west side of the house. So these are often used as croquet lawns as well when at various times in the week. So let's go down this way. Lovely bark on that. Beautiful colour. Hiya. Oh, got another artist there. Lovely, peaceful Sunday afternoon. Hello, monkey. Just ignoring me, aren't you? Meow. Meow. Not bothered that tail's going a little bit. Tells me that Yoshi is not too happy. There really are some lovely vistas wherever you go in these gardens. It's a lovely, cool, shady summer walk. Brodsworth Hall, by the way, is Doncaster area, so we're South Yorkshire still. And is the home of the Thelusian family. Thelusians. Don't know much more about them. But I'm sure there's plenty of information on Google. Let's go wide angle again. So we've got some lovely. Got some honeybees here. Lovely little wildflower meadow. That is so lovely. I've got grapevines as well here. I think most of the roses are finished now because these are the old type of roses, the kind of ones flowering. But these herbaceous borders look fantastic. With the daylilies, crocosmia, planted I think for late summer, mid to late summer. The smell coming from those stalks is fantastic. Menardia, got a butterfly there. Alright, let's have a smell at these. Oh yes, oh it's that old rose scent. Yes, you know that those are old roses. Got that lovely old rose scent. And most of them have kind of finished flowering now. Menardia, or Menarda, Cambridge Scarlet, Helianthemum there, and then the blue of the aster, purple of the aster. And again, most things are covered in bees and butterflies. Got some butterflies out. It's a nice sheltered sunny area, so it's going to be ideal for butterflies. Really lovely and colourful. Let's see Makia. Alright. Helenium. Oh, as I know it, Helianthemum. It's lovely deep. Look at that deep red. Lovely velvety petals of that dahlia there. And that hollyhock certainly grown. Look how high that's gone. And then some agapanthus in the foreground there. Absolutely lovely. You can see there's the odd rose that's in flower, but most are finished. Well, there's a few buds on that one still to come. So you may, in ideal conditions, get a second flush on some of them, but they are mainly once flowering roses. Let's let you have a look back through the arch there. In fact, when you're filming arches, it's almost always better to do it on a bit of a zoom, because then that compresses the perspective. There we go. So everything looks closer together than what it actually is. So here is the target house. And this was the range. So they used to use this as a target range. So right over to that folly in the distance there is what they were aiming at, I believe, or at least a target somewhere down that end. So yeah, so let's have a quick look in here. So yeah, a bit of information here if you want to pause this and read some of this. Lots of foxgloves there. And then restored in the early 1990s, or during the 1990s. Lovely little bit of stained glass window there. And again, please pause if you want to read that. Let's have a look at that up there first before I go. And then there's Queen Victoria. Does a Fletcher do something to do with the ends, I think, yeah. Who makes the arrows. Bit grisly that. Right, so let's walk up the target range. I've got irises on both sides, so they finish flowering. You see, there could be something planted amongst the iris to give, because they iris mainly flower kind of May, June time, so they could plant something between them to give kind of mid to late summer colour, which would help. So I think this is the jewel garden. Not sure if it's called that, but this is what I always think of it as. This has only recently been excavated out. So this was how it was laid out in Victorian times, but it became very overgrown and refurbished. I'm surprised that these dahlias are doing quite so well in this quite shady environment, although I'm sure they got sun all morning pretty much. Right, I think they've been doing a bit of an experiment here with whatever that is. Can't remember now. But it don't really work here. You want a more naturalistic site for the more naturalistic planting. Look at the pink of these begonias, amazing. And the red ones here. And the yellow ones here. Right, so zoom in a little bit. You can see a temple up there. We'll go up there in a little bit. And this is so the end of the target range there. But this whole area is what they quarried. They quarried the stone out of here. So this is basically an old quarry, as you can see, with the walls there, where they took the stone out to build, I think, to build the first house on this site, because the house that you see now, I don't think is the first house. And then they used the stone from that, plus maybe a little bit more from this quarry, I'm not quite sure, to build the second house. And then obviously once they got all the stone out, and that's when they turned this into a target range and a sunken garden. Just have a look back down. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Right back down. Target range. Fantastic. A little bit more planting needed here. Not sure which way to go in. Let's go this way. So we've got lots of late summer colour here with the anemones. And lots of ferns. I'm surprised they had to plant this out with so many ferns, because it is quite a sunny site. And because it's sunken, it's very sheltered as well. That's a lovely picture that is there. That's beautiful. I love this conifer, how it's just falling down like a waterfall. Yeah, that's lovely. Got some Trachycarpus fortunei. Got some tree ferns. Oh, it's very, very bright, that gravel. Verbascum, some geraniums up there. I think there's a little waterfall here. It seems like it's stopped flowing. Look at the palms there. Again, that tree fern looks lovely. That tree again is just gorgeous. So this is clearly newly planted on that side there. This is the old rock garden. And again, mainly flowering probably May, June time. And then they've created that new one there. Put loads of gravel in. What a lovely sight that is. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And we can't go through there, so we've got a pet cemetery here. Because the Tholusians did like the dogs. I don't know if they bred them or they seem to just have lots of dogs. 1894 coup. Faithful, Butty, Charlie, Pippi.
Viņam ļoti patika sporta šitam sunā. Suņam tā kā skriet apkārt un darīt. Sorry, I taking a video.
No, it's you're okay. You carry on. It's all right.
Pinky, pipi. Un tad rekur, šitas suns no sportu. Es domāju, viņš nomet.
14 years for Rita. That's quite old. 1909. Now this was obviously part of the family's estate. Again, usually with these properties comes thousands of acres of land that they rent out and earn money from. So again, from there, that lovely sunken garden. It's quite beautiful.
Shall I be a trout? Do you want a picture of that?
So let's walk up to the temple, which the steps give you a nice view over the pet cemetery. And then that gives you pretty much the best view looking towards the house and the gardens. Let's just put that on one. Absolutely lovely. And right across too, not sure what that church is there. If I have anybody who's watching this who comes from Doncaster and can tell me what that church is or where exactly that church is, pretty certain it's somewhere in Doncaster, please let me know in the comments. So yeah. Actually, you can go down the other side. I thought there was another route up here. So there's a list of some of the plants. I suppose that's called the summer house then. I just know it is the temple. We've got Mahonia, that's colouring up, that will colour up nicely and provide some winter colour with the flowers. Yeah, just go and have another quick look across. Across the land, the estate. And just to give you an idea of where we are, I think that road there with the lorry on in the distance is the A1. Great North Road. So I'm going to walk along here until we come to another fabulous view through the laburnum arch, which unfortunately is not flowering at the moment because laburnums flower kind of June-ish time, so they're well past the flowering. But again, that is one of the classic views at Brodsworth. You can imagine all the yellow tassels hanging down in late May through June. Absolutely beautiful. So as I walk through here, and then go to one, we come to the pièce de résistance, this absolutely stunning carpet bedding that we've got here. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful carpet bedding. Let's look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? So let's have a little walk around. Which way shall we go? Let's go this way first. The colours and the attention to detail, the maintenance is just fantastic. Look at those big begonia blooms there, and then these smaller ones really flowering so well. One of the best years I've seen for carpet bedding. And we've got cannas and banana trees, which obviously, again, will be taken out or at least protected over winter. Lovely, well planted urns there. The attention to detail is just fantastic. So you can imagine 120, 30, 40 years ago, how everybody, all the aristocracy, everybody in their flamboyant dress, will maybe come here and enjoy a lovely Sunday, admiring the beautiful gardens. But now, of course, we can all do that. The banana there, fantastic. Unfortunately, the fountain's not on. I would like to see the fountain on, because that does, the scale of that is absolutely perfect for that size of garden there. Looks like the band's setting up. The palms there, these, Trachycarpus fortunei, is pretty much hardy in our climate, especially down on the south coast, in London, Cornwall, Devon. If we get a really bad winter, which is a rarity these days, we might have to give it a little bit of protection. Um, absolutely glorious. So lovely. It's filling up nicely for a Sunday afternoon of free entertainment. If you're an English Heritage member like I am, you get in for nothing. I think it's 65 or 69 pounds a year, something like that. And you can visit as many English heritage sites as you like. And when you think it costs probably about, I don't know, 20 quid or something for an adult to get in, there might be discounts on that, then I only have to visit about 3 attractions for it to become worth having. That's lovely there if you look over to the temple. Absolutely gorgeous. And a few more painters over here. Very nice. And there's the southern aspect of the house, south facing. So here are the dogs. As I say, the kind of whippets or greyhounds that I think they were involved with. And everything, all the topiary is so well maintained, so well trimmed. So it's not really my cup of tea, but even if I might, I might not be overly keen on it, I like to see a job well done. So yeah, some of England's green and pleasant land there. You can see a crop of wheat that's about to be harvested. Just over there. What we've got up there seems to be a roost of, I don't know if they're swallows or swifts.
Shall we keep going that way?
They do seem to be loving that. It's obviously, it seems to be the perfect place for them to kind of sit and soak up the sun and then fly over these fields and get any insects that are over there. can see also how if limestone is not of the best quality, that you can see how quickly it disintegrates. You can't really see anything about what that should be now, but you can see where they've put new bits of very similar limestone into the wall there. So that's the southern aspect. Very nicely proportioned house. You do look at them, Jesus. Something's just scared them off. Look at that. It's like The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that's way too much. Absolutely stunning cedar of Lebanon. It's probably the most attractive, most perfect cedar of Lebanon that I've seen anywhere, in any country house, in any garden. It's just one of my favourite trees in the entire country. From what I've seen anyway. Obviously I've not seen every tree in the country, but it's just absolutely stunning. So if you let me know whether they are swifts or swallows, then I would like to know. I always get mixed up. Or maybe even house martins. Amazing. So this is where we came up when we entered the gardens.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, I think there is just one more little feature of the gardens that I want to show you.
I'll just wait over on that thinking.
I think it's down here. Again, there's the church. Such a lovely shot, that. So there's the playground. Must be up here somewhere. So cute. You see, the areas of grassland have been left to go wild for wildlife, for insects. In spring, this is a mass of crocus and daffodils. Absolutely stunning. But I think what I'm wanting to show you is just down here. Maybe not. So I've been down there. This is the path, I think. Look at them rose hips. Fantastic. So again, this is quite newly planted, with geraniums, hydrangeas, primulas, hart's tongue fern, euonymus over there. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. Massive white. And the reason is because this is the old toilet that the servants had to use, I believe. Now kind of refurbished, repointed. Beautiful, scented, for obvious reasons, rose around the top. So that was the toilet that you had to use if you were a servant back in Victorian days, especially if you were a servant gardener. A room with a loo. Oh, actually, it says private toilet for the family, so maybe, I don't know, the toilets were installed in the house when it was built between, probably was for the family to use when spending time in the garden, so yeah, so spend time in the garden makes sense. Yeah, so please pause that and read that if you want to. So that's what it looked like when it fell into disrepair. I do like that little window as well. And what a lovely view. Could even sit here with the toilet door open and just enjoy the view while you're doing your business. It's quite private. Yeah. Yeah, some hostas there. Walk round the back. New slates on the roof there. Lovely. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that that little feature. So that's lovely. Got a glimpse of the carpet bedding through there. And the house there. People waiting to be entertained by the brass band. On this beautiful, perfect Sunday afternoon here at Brodsworth Hall. So if you've enjoyed this walk today, please like, subscribe and comment and hit the notification bell, which will let you know when I release a new video. And I hope you've enjoyed this walk with me today. Don't know if I've just said that, but I'll say it again. And I shall leave you with that lovely view there of the house and the lawns of this English heritage property. Bye for now.